I just found out about this company called Tricolor Holdings. You're gonna not believe what they were up to, and you're gonna wonder how big the actual problem was. So these guys, you remember in 2008 when these banks were bundling a bunch of home loans together and then selling the packaged home loans, and it turns out they were all really shitty? Okay, well, Tricolor Holdings was doing something very similar to that, but with cars, right? So when you think about subprime auto loans, you're immediately thinking like buy here, pay here, right? So what's happening is these Tricolor Holdings and these buy here, pay here's, they're like packaging up all these auto loans and then selling them to banks. And not just any banks, Barclays, Fifth Third Bank, like banks that should know better at this point, right? So they're basically packing up these really shitty loans. And who are they giving these loans out to? Undocumented immigrants. And so what happens when all the undocumented immigrants that they've been taking advantage of with incredibly high interest rates and then selling off as a package profit, they're going bankrupt. And it turns out that the things that they were using as collateral, they were promising to every single lender. Fifth Third Bank is in it for $200 million. Barclays is in it for $200 million. Listen, they were pushing like great. So once these markets for bundled bad loans are given a value, the clamor for them, because these auto loans have really high interest rates. So these bankers are looking at these loans and go, oh, if these guys pay their loans off, we'll be rich for the price of the bundle. But they're giving out, but this is causing them to try to push out as many loans as possible, right? So they're giving loans to people without social security numbers, that don't have any, no ID, no problem. If you got a job and a pay stub, you can have a car. That's it. The problem, now the jobs market took a turn, and the undocumented immigrants went away, and now they're bankrupt, and they don't have any of the collateral. And here's the kicker. That's just one company. There's $80 billion worth of these companies that are all about to come crashing down. It's unbelievable. It's like a mini version of 2008, and they were doing it with impunity with major banks, taking advantage of poor people and undocumented immigrants. But these people will never learn.